Here are some of the reasons why you can't do anything. And the first reason being that you can't focus. They say now the average human attention span has dropped to like 8 seconds or something. Like, if that's you, like what can you do in 8 seconds? Yeah, not a lot of stuff. I think a goldfish even has 9 seconds. And guess what? The guy that can sit down and focus for 15 minutes, he's going to beat you. Because he doesn't have notifications or text that's constantly going off like every 30 seconds about things that probably won't even matter 5 years from now. Like, he might not even be smarter than you, but he doesn't waste 50% of his time on distractions. And somehow there's people out there trying to convince you that being easily distracted is actually a huge strength. Like, it's not. Like, would you want to talk to someone that starts looking around every 8 seconds? How about hiring a guy that can only work and focus for 8 seconds at a time? You get my point. Please practice and learn to focus for a prolonged period of time. Because if you can't sit down and work for 30 minutes without checking your phone, the people that can do that will outwork you. If you're looking to become a man that knows their way around the world, hit that subscribe button. Next is you're overvaluing your emotions. So here I'm not saying don't listen to yourself when you're feeling stressed or anxious. But I'm here to say that everything that's easy was once hard. The learning phases for anything is always going to be very stressful and frustrating. And if you really want to avoid feeling all those things, you might feel more relaxed at the moment, but you will not see any major changes in your life. And this life that you see right in front of you, this is probably going to be it. But on the other hand, if you learn to work through the stress and anxiety and then find healthy ways to cope with it, you'll be able to learn and work towards the things that you want that's on the other side. What I'm basically saying is that if you overvalue your emotions, you'll really try to avoid that stress, instead of really understanding that it is there to make you stronger. Next is you're subconsciously trying to avoid responsibility. Like, maybe you had a bad experience where you think getting more responsibility is just getting more work for yourself. And why would anyone want more work for themselves? But think of it like this. If you do nothing, you get nothing. And then, the more difficult something is, the better you'll actually become. It takes absolutely no skills to stay at the bottom, but it takes everything that you have to rise up to the top. So if you are fine with being just on the bottom, then yeah, just keep on doing what you always have done. But if you don't want to become a useless guy that knows absolutely nothing, work is the way that you gain confidence. It is a way that you can prove to yourself and to other people that you have more potential than anyone thinks. Don't hate work. Work is an opportunity. The last reason for why you can't do anything is you don't know how to plan. Like, have you ever gone to the gym and then you tried something for a month and it didn't really work, so you just gave up? And I would say the reason for that is probably because your plan was bad. A good plan gives you like the effective way of doing things and also knowing what to expect. Let's take, for example, like working on your biceps. When you do work on your biceps, let it rest at least a day in between so you have adequate amount of time to recover. And then over time, if you're able to do 10 solid reps, then it's time to switch to a heavier weight. That's a plan. Versus going to the gym and just picking the heaviest weight that you can get and just doing that until you're exhausted. Because if you do that, that's how you potentially hurt yourself by overexhausting your body. You can honestly have all the ability and willpower to really want to get something done, but if your plan isn't good, honestly, you're not going to do much. And then you'll really start to doubt yourself, thinking that you're the problem when you're not. So this is why for everything that you do, you really have to learn to plan and prepare a strategy for it. Don't just go in blind, because that's not going to do a lot. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual, and I will talk to you in my next video.